Okay, Bass explodes a damning LA wildfire documentary. Here we go. Maybe we'll get some answers as to why LA's been on fire for the past couple of years. Especially this past one.
Los Angeles County is launching an investigation into...
It amazes me that they're still having problems with the wildfires.
Payouts after the devastating Palisades and Eaton fires earlier this year. The probe will focus on violations of California's unfair...
Oh, get 'em!
After fire victims complained about delays, underpayments, and claim denials. State Farm says they are handling over 1,300 claims and are committed to paying customers what they are owed.
Staying with the Palisades fire, a new documentary coming out next month laying into California Governor Gavin Newsom and LA Mayor Karen Bass for deserting LA as it burned.
We'll see how people with power accelerated this apocalypse.
It's the kind of thing what could have been if they were here quickly, and they just weren't.
The whole thing just burned right to the ground with the mayor and the governor within a block.
Republican political strategist and general counsel for Fix California, Katie Zachariah, joins me now. And Katie, look, we knew it was bad. I don't know if we knew it was as bad as this.
All they had to do is clean up the forest. Clean up the forest and make sure these fucking residents had water. And you know what? I hope within the next 4 years I get to watch them go on trial. I do. I want to watch them go on trial and go to jail. That's where they need to be. If you're that neglectful towards your own state, you need to go to jail. You knew whenever you took it over how bad it was, and you were so neglectful that you didn't even attempt to fix these problems that have happened every year. Every year, LA is pretty much burned to the ground. Man, it's time for these citizens to stand up and take their state back. Put these people in jail where they belong.
Documentary.
This ideal that just because you're an elected official that you have this, like, you know, you can't be put in jail. We need to burn that shit to the ground. We need to get that out altogether. If you take office and you don't change what you said you were going to change or fix the things that you know are wrong, like LA catching on fire every year, you need to go to jail. You need to be held accountable. Why didn't you fix it? You go to jail.
So, how bad did these two fail? And when it comes to Gavin Newsom, how the heck can this guy run to be president of the United States after this?
Yeah, exactly.
He can, because he will, and hopefully he doesn't get in.
It's a history of repeated injuries on Gavin Newsom's part. Look, he was warned by President Trump in 2018 that our reservoirs were low and he needed to do deforestation and brush clearance. That is exactly what has happened.
That's exactly what I just said. I just pulled this up this morning. I have no idea what they're even going to talk about, but I can tell from my experience as a firefighter, I knew exactly what happened here. I didn't need anyone to tell me shit. I said that the whole time I was watching LA burn to the ground. The whole time I covered it, I knew exactly what happened. Anyone with fucking eyes can see. I didn't even need to be a firefighter to understand that. If it's a fucking constant problem, fix it, fucktard. It's not complicated.
In the Palisades, and as that Chase building that man was referring to that they were walking in front of is really this staple building in the middle of the Pacific Palisades that Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass are standing in front of for a photo op while it burns. They didn't have enough resources. They had a very, very low budget fire department. Gavin Newsom, Todd, decided not to
Look at that. Those are fucking forest firefighters. Those are forest firefighters getting called into a structure fire. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Those men are not wearing the proper gear to go into that building. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself, man.
Firefighters a raise. He vetoed a bipartisan bill just recently.
Jesus Christ.
It's not just negligence. This should fall under, honestly.
And it matters because the gear that you would wear to put out a fire in a forest is way lighter than that structure shit. That structure can go up to I think it's like 4,000 degrees. The structure fire is hot, brother. You can't go in there with forest firefighter gear. You fucking burn up.
This beyond incompetence.
No, I could see it just by looking at the fucking images. Look at this.
They said they knew what was happening. They didn't put the proper channels in place, Todd, ahead of time.
There was a hearing yesterday to investigate California's response to the Palisades fire. And one of the lead speakers was Spencer Pratt. Yes, the reality star guy. Watch this.
These 12 people deserved to feel safe in their homes, but were instead lost in a fire that was the direct result of gross negligence and mismanagement by our state and our local government.
We've been forced to lead our own recovery because the city won't. We need federal intervention.
And they denied these people federal intervention as well. To top everything off, they denied these people federal intervention for the longest time. What a fucking joke. Seriously, what a fucking joke.
This hearing was led by Rick Scott.
And these are the people you want to run the country? You're fucking stupid. You shouldn't be able to vote.
Scott is the senator from Florida. Where are the California senators?
Right. They're not focused on fixing these problems, Todd. And these people are not getting...
You know what's crazy? The last time I checked, the only reason why these useless fucks are in their seats is because the U.S. citizens need them. And whenever they fucking burn to death in their homes, where are these senators? Oh, I know. They're in their multi-million-dollar mansion pocketing all the fucking money they get from all these corporations to make these new bills that make them even more money. All this fucking insider trading. And yet we don't want to have term limits on these bitches. Man.
It's to rebuild their homes.
I'd imagine the 9 to 12 people that died in their homes would say otherwise now.
Did their home get eviscerated? Insurance is not covering it because they don't. A lot of these people had been kicked off of insurance plan.
And you know why? Because their fucking LA home gets burned down every fucking year and they can't afford it anymore. Big surprise. That's what happens when the state doesn't do its fucking job and protect its citizens.
I said earlier, and the California Fair Plan didn't.
Oh, it pisses me off because this is so preventable. It's not even funny how preventable this is. It's so fucking preventable. It like. If you took the classes that I took to become a firefighter, you would know. You just the infuriation, just the rage that builds up inside of me whenever I see this. It sets me on fire, man. Because it's so easy to prevent. It's so fucking easy to prevent. And it just
and or only subsidizing.
All they had to do is deforest and rain down some water every like month or so and make sure that these firemen had the proper gear and water that they needed to put out anything that would pop up. As long as you have enough water, whenever a fire pops up, you could kill it so quick. Gallons per minute puts out fire, and they had no water. Why didn't they have water?
Or insures homes up to a certain value. And in the Pacific Palisades particularly, these home values...
I guess the people that got their estates from their grandparents are just fucked now, right? Because they didn't technically have to pay for them. Great. It's a good thing they had house insurance, right? Another fucking scam.
Way exceed what California Fair Plan is willing to cover. So many of these people have left the area.
And it's California too, so you know that shit's expensive. Some of these people lost everything. Everything. Man.
Selling their lots at pennies on the dollar to big commercial developers. And you see this attempt on California's government to bring in low-income housing to this very, dominant, beautiful area. Todd, it's a disaster. Gavin Newsom should be accountable for this. And this should be constantly...
This kind of reminds me of what happened in Hawaii. Don't it kind of look kind of similar? All the houses and stuff I'm not sure what caused it, but like all the houses got destroyed. And then these big businesses came in and took up all the property, right? I noticed that this time the actors kept their nose out of it. Because before they were donating to like an organization that was helping buy the homes off of these people. I guess they didn't do it this go around. Huh. That's crazy, bro.
On the news until he announces his run for president.
Yeah, this documentary, when it gets out, I think it's going to be very, very telling. He's going to have a tough time coming back from it. Quickly, before we let you go, DOJ suing California over the state's new adopted redistricting plan. Of course, we're talking about Prop 50. Now, California's going to say, well, if Texas can do this.
That's crazy. What a fucking joke. What a joke.